Andy Grant, and I've had the pleasure of being Rahima's partner on the dance floor and in life. And I'm so glad that you're here tonight. I promised that I would keep this short. First, I want to thank Rick Kelly again for a great meal. Thank you, Rick. And I'd like for you to greet Rahima's son and daughter, Anders and Mira. Anders is here from California, and Mira is here from Australia. So, the question that for most people is hypothetical, how would you live out your days if you knew you only had a short time to live, is a real question for Rahima Wade. And this event tonight is part of the answer to that question. Thank you for making this a special evening. I've traveled with Rahima through some difficult times. 2 years ago, she was diagnosed with triple-negative breast cancer, a very aggressive form of cancer. She went through treatment. We all saw her bounce back from that. Last year, right out in front here, she slipped and broke her hip on the ice and rebounded from that in a beautiful way. And just a month ago, we learned that the breast cancer is now metastatic. And what I want to say about that is, if anyone could survive triple-negative metastatic breast cancer, it would be Rahima Wade.
Yes!
I appreciate your tenacity, your courage, and your creativity. I want you to know, if I had it to do all over again, I would choose you as my partner.
I decided to leave my job as a professor at the University of Iowa. I was there for 15 years, and I felt like if I don't feel like an Iowan by now, it is not going to happen. So I'm going home to New England. And I don't regret that decision at all. I had a plan to be a consultant, and my first year, I got a lot of work in Rhode Island. And because I knew I would be all over New England and even all over the country, I realized I could live anywhere I want in New England. So I traveled around for a few months, and when I came to Greenfield, I loved the size of this town, and I loved that it was so accessible to different places with 91 and Route 2. But the thing that really sold me on it was the contra dance community. And that's really the reason why I moved here. I have really loved dancing at the Grange, and as most of you have too. As you know, we have the best callers, the best bands, and the best caliber of dancers. I say anywhere in the universe.
Yes!
And I say that because we all know that contra dancing is biggest in the U.S., and we know it's biggest in New England in the U.S., and we know it's biggest in Greenfield, right? So we are the center. This community started out for me as a place to go on Friday and Saturday nights when I really knew no one in Greenfield. And so it filled a need in my life for socializing and having fun and enjoying the dance. But it really became so much more than that as I became friends with many of you, as I became ill and then broke my hip and really needed a lot of help and a lot of support. And so many of you helped, with meals and rides and just sitting by my side when I would come here and couldn't dance. So, what began as kind of a fun activity for a lonely weekend night really turned into a strong, supportive community for me. When I found out, it was about a month and a half ago actually, that I found out that the cancer is in my brain, my lungs, my bones, my liver. I mean, there's not much where else it could be. Really, one of the first ideas I had was to do this party here. Most people, when they die, have memorial services that are lovely, but they don't get to be part of it. And people also often leave bequests, right, to things that they care about. But again, they don't get to share that with the organization or the people that they're leaving money to. I really wanted to be in the center of this. Probably has something to do with the fact that I've always liked being on stage and being the center of attention, from a little girl all the way up. But it also is a way of making this something that's real, that I could share and participate in. So thank you for making this dream happen for me. Really, it means a lot to me. It's really hard to believe that my life is going to end soon. We titled this event, Save the Last Dance for Me, and I don't know for sure, but this really could be my last dance here. I kind of don't want to think about that so much tonight. Just try to enjoy it, try to dance a little bit if I can. But I do feel like it's been really a privilege to have a couple of months before dying, to be able to thank people and express my love to people and say goodbye to my family members and close friends. It's hard, it's painful, but it's also a very beautiful thing. And I just, for me, this is the way I want to go out, kind of blazing, rather than curled up and alone. So many people who have terminal illnesses choose to kind of shut themselves off from the world, and for me it's been really the opposite. And I know that so many people have appreciated that, and given that we will all have a last dance. I mean, I don't know anybody who's escaped death as a final act in this world. I hope that this party and just the way that I'm trying to live my life helps many of you and many other people just think about, how do we die in this world and what do we do with our remaining days. Finally, I think everybody knows this, but I just want to remind people that this event is a fundraiser for the renovations that we've been doing here in the Grange. We have outstanding bills of, last I heard, about $13,000. It might be a little less than that now. So there's a basket up here, and I put out that I would match everything raised up to $3,000 so that we could get hopefully $6,000. I think we're probably pretty close to that now, and if we go beyond it, that'd be really fantastic. So again, thank you all for coming. Enjoy the dance. Let the people here who matter to you know that you care about them and appreciate them. And please keep doing whatever you can do to make this community vibrant and beautiful as it is now in the future. Thank you.